Hi, good morning, Titans. Today is April 20th, 2020, the first day of school for the last quarter of the year. I got my assistant here. He even put on his tie today so he could talk to all of you, so we could talk to all of you about how this is going to go for the last 7 weeks of school. All right, so it is actually, unfortunately, my coworker, he needs frequent naps. So he is going to leave us right now. Say bye, Casey. Say bye. Bye, kids. Study for the test. Bye. You rest, okay? I love you. See you soon. All right.
To be behind the scenes footage.
All right, let's get going. So, welcome back to school. I hope that you are all doing well. Actually, first things first, I really hope that you are washing your hands. If you don't know how to wash your hands, Vox made a video for you to learn how to wash your hands. So this is posted. Go ahead and check it out if you haven't figured that out yet. I hope that you are staying home and doing what you need to do to help us end this pandemic sooner rather than later, okay? If you're doing those two things, then let's get going with some AP Human Geography. Okay. I touched upon this a little bit in one of my previous videos, but there are some big changes to the AP exam. Okay. The new exam date is Tuesday, May 12th at 1 p.m. And it is 40 minutes only. All right. You're not taking a 3-hour test like you thought you were before all this started happening. You're only down to 40 minutes, and it's only going to be 2 free response questions. Okay. And it only is going to cover units 1 through 5, and it can be taken from any device. So your cell phone will work, your Lenovo will work. If you've got another type of laptop or a desktop computer at home, any of those will work, okay? This next slide talks a little bit more about the different types of free response questions, okay? So I'll let you read through this on your own a little bit later. But the first question is going to be a 2 stimulus free response questions, okay? So we've seen that on a few of the midterms where they give you 2 stimuli. They'll give you either 2 charts or 2 pictures or any type of geographic artifact, and you've got to analyze it and respond to it. Okay. The second question is going to be just a 1 stimulus free response question. Okay. So there'll only be one thing for you to take a look at. Okay. So that's going to be the entire test. Okay. You see, you get 25 minutes to write the first question, 15 minutes to write the second question. Now, you can either write it like on a piece of paper and upload a picture of it, or you can type it. I highly, 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 highly recommend that you type your free response questions, okay? Because it takes handwriting out of the picture. I think that most of you are probably faster typers than you are writers, and you don't have to, it's going to be easier to upload it. So I highly recommend that you all type it instead of writing it. But if that's not an option for you, then writing is we'll use that as like a backup plan. Okay, so we'll be talking more about this in the coming weeks. But for now, I want to get going with the rest of like what the semester is going to be looking like. Let's go ahead and get into the weekly schedule. All right. So Eastlake High School's weekly schedule for distance learning looks like this. You'll see that your classes are going to be Tuesday through Friday. Tuesdays and Thursdays are 1, 2, 3 days now. Wednesdays and Fridays will be B days, 4, 5, 6 days. Okay. Now, sometimes we will be meeting during these class periods, and sometimes we will not. Okay. And I'll be letting you know when we are actually meeting at this time and when we are not actually meeting this time every single week. Okay. But going forward, what my plan is going to be is that I'm going to be using Monday to post all your assignments on Google Classroom by 10 a.m. And that's going to start next week on Monday. I'm actually going to post your assignments for this week tomorrow, Tuesday. Okay. Because I want to reserve this day for just getting all the issues sorted out. Okay. Now, I'm going to be using the class periods on Tuesday, Wednesdays to do FRQ coaching. Okay. The entire AP exam is essentially going to be a double FRQ. So I want to be using these class periods to talk about FRQs and how to best organize your writing so you can be successful in the exam. Okay. On Thursday and Friday, this is going to be content review. Okay. So this is when we're going to review the geography that we've been learning all year. Okay. You'll see office hours are down here. They are from 1:30 to 3 o'clock every single day. And I've got a slide talking about office hours here in just a moment. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the double FRQ. Okay. So this is the assignment that is in Jupyter Grades. I just finished reading all of them. a few days ago, and all your grades are input in Jupyter as of now, okay? Like I said a moment ago, the entire AP exam is going to be a double FRQ. So we need to practice, all right? We need to do more of them so that we're ready for May 12th. So each week, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be assigning you a new double FRQ for you to practice with, okay? I'm going to mix up the topics, and so it's also going to be a bit of a review opportunity, okay? I'm going to be grading them as we go, and your best score is going to go in the grade book. Okay, so the double FRQ that we wrote in class about redistricting and food deserts, that one's done. Okay, you're not going to be able to revise that one, but you are going to get opportunities here with new double FRQs for the next 3 weeks. Okay, and whatever your best score is what I'm going to put in Jupyter. Okay. Let's get to discussion boards. Discussion boards are going to be the other one of the other types of assignments you're going to see here over the last 7 weeks. Okay, they're going to allow us to focus on your writing practice, to discuss geography with each other, and see issues from different perspectives. So this is kind of going to replace the classroom discussions that we've gotten so good at doing in room 201. Okay, you're going to participate in one discussion board each week. It will be posted on Google Classroom, and each discussion is worth 5 points in the practice category of your grade. Okay, now I have a lot of experience with online discussion boards because I think I've told you in the past, but my master's degree from National University was entirely online. So a lot of those classes made use of discussion boards. And what I'm going to be expecting, what I learned at National University, is that good discussion boards take honesty and effort. So if you're just responding to whatever the prompt is with like one sentence and then replying to other people saying stuff like, I agree, or I disagree, or oh, that's a good idea, you're probably not going to get full credit, okay? You need to put some effort into these discussion boards for them to be worthwhile, okay? Now, I'm not going to be a stickler with like how many sentences you need to write or how many people you need to reply to. It's going to be pretty obvious whether you are putting forth an honest effort or not, so that's what I'm going to be looking for, okay? Each week, I'm also going to be asking you to do one attendance check-in. Okay, just one Google form each week that will be used for attendance and a quick check-in. Okay, so it's kind of like similar to a warm-up. So I'll give you a quick little prompt for you to respond to, probably related to like how things are going with your distance learning experience. And this is an opportunity for you to let me know what concerns you have and how I can help. Okay, and this is going to be how I am going to be reporting attendance to the main office. So you need to do these every single week. Okay. Now let's talk about how we're going to be reviewing for the AP exam. Review is based on the results of the progress checks. And so far, I have 92%, I believe, of the progress checks turned in. Okay. So I'm going to be looking at that data and giving you topics to focus on, articles to read, videos to watch, based on what I think that we need to focus on the most. Okay. Now, it's important for you to know that this is not going to be graded. You need to be reviewing on your own. Okay. I'm not going to be grading any of your review, but you've got to be an independent learner and get that done on your own, okay? Let's talk about office hours now, okay? Like I mentioned, that it's going to be from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday, all right? This is when you can meet with me. We can meet via Google Meet. We did that test run Google Meet last week on Google Classroom, and I also got a Google Voice phone number. So if for some reason Google Meet's not working for you, we could set up a phone call. Okay. Now, if you want to meet with me, go ahead and contact me via Jupyter to schedule an appointment. Now, you can either meet with me one-on-one or we could do it in small groups. Whatever works for you is going to be whatever works for me. Okay. We can talk about how the review's going. We can review specific concepts like, say, I completely forgot how the demographic transition model works. We can talk about stuff like that. We can do some one-on-one FRQ coaching or small group FRQ coaching. We can talk about the news if you want to do that. Whatever you need is what I want to make available to you. Okay, so just let me know what you want to talk about. Send me a message on Jupyter, and we can make use of office hours, which is, again, 1:30 to 3 every single day, Monday through Friday. Okay, now this is the part you wanted to hear about the most, I'm sure. Let's talk about your grades, okay? Now, I'm kind of getting my wish here. I am able to kind of teach these last 7 weeks without you worrying too much about your grades, because if you look at the second bullet point, this is the big one. Your grade cannot go any lower than it is now. It can only be improved, okay? Your grade, wherever it is right now, this is your baseline. You're going to finish with a higher grade or the same grade. It cannot be worse than what it is right now, okay? So a lot of the things that we're going to be doing here over the next 7 weeks is, just because you value learning, because you value geography, you value becoming a better citizen of the world, because your grade is not going to be something I can really hold you accountable with anymore, okay? Progress checks can still be completed if you're like one of the 8% that hasn't done it yet. As we talked about, more double FRQs are coming, and discussion boards will be going into the practice category to help you raise the grades from what the quizzes were, okay? So if you've got more questions about grades, let me know, but I'm trying to keep it simple. The short story is that your grades can only go up, where there's not going to be a lot of new things. Just the discussion boards are going to be in there to raise your grade, and you'll be able to still finish the progress checks and improve upon your double FRQ score, okay? Here's some information about how to contact me. I've learned that email is probably not the best, okay? I like using Jupyter because Jupyter kind of gives me this nice format of who I still need to respond to and who I haven't responded to. I get lots of emails from other teachers and administrators here, so it's easy for you with a student question to kind of get lost in the shuffle with the email. So I'd prefer for you to start sending me Jupyter messages if you can, okay? Most questions can be handled via Jupyter, so if you have a question, probably go there first. But I still do have the Remind classroom open that I made on the last day of school. If you want to join, you just need to text GeoFish. Remember, fish has got a C in it. So text GeoFish to 81010 to go ahead and join our class, okay? So I'll send out quick reminders like that. If you've got like a super quick, like yes or no question, you can text me on Remind and I'll be able to get back to you more quickly via that way than I would with a Jupyter message, okay? But probably you still want to use Jupyter first, okay? Remind will be for quick things, for just a quick text. I'm going to post all these videos I'm making on my YouTube channel, so you can click this link and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And individual or small group meetings can happen via appointment on Google Meet or Google Voice. Once again, just send me a message on Jupyter, okay? Now, since we're going to be meeting a few times a week using Google Meet, we have to go over the synchronous learning expectations, okay? So synchronous learning is when we meet at the same time via video chat. That's why it's synchronous, right? We are synchronizing our time and using technology to create an online meeting space, okay? Now, the district is recommending that we do not do this, all right? They have been pushing an asynchronous model for most of their teachers, and that's because there's a lot of issues with video chats, okay? You've probably heard about Zoom bombing. The district's very concerned that students might be doing things inappropriate on a video chat. So the district is recommending that we actually do not use a synchronous model. But I think we need to if we're going to be able to be successful on the AP exam here on May 12th. So we're going to be doing it a few times a week. And in order for us to do that effectively, you have to follow these expectations that I have for you, okay? You need to treat logging on as you would walking into the classroom, okay? So, when you're in front of the computer screen or in front of your phone, whatever you're using to participate in these class sessions, you've got to essentially assume that you're in class and whatever you are doing needs to be appropriate. Okay, you need to watch your language and your actions. You need to be professional, respectful, and patient because this is a learning curve for a lot of us. A lot of us are learning how to use these tools, so make sure that you are being patient with the technology and patient with each other as we kind of all get used to it. Okay, you don't need to unmute yourself. You don't need to use your camera if you don't want to. In fact, I think it might even be easier if you just go through the class sessions while you're muted and let me kind of go through whatever we need to go through, all right? Kind of just like how you would, sit quietly in the classroom and raise your hand when you need to talk, okay? There's absolutely no recording or screenshots allowed, and I am also implementing a zero tolerance policy, okay? So essentially, if you start, misbehaving during a class session, I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to turn off my camera. I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to wait for everybody to leave. And then that's going to be that. Because again, we don't need to be doing this. I don't need to be doing that. I am trying to use the synchronous model to help you be most successful in the exam, and I'm not going to be putting up with any nonsense. So once again, there's a zero tolerance policy. If you start doing things that you're not supposed to in a class session, then I'm just going to cut it off right there. And, you can do your best on the exam, just reviewing on your own. Okay. Here is a poster, a digital poster put together by the district with some distance learning guidelines. So I'll keep this up for a second for you to take a look at it. You'll see right in here, this is the big one again. You cannot take screenshots of any student image, name, or personal information with school equipment with your cell phone or any other personal equipment. Okay? You got to treat this like a professional. Okay? Now, I know I missed stuff. I know you probably have questions. So let me know via Jupiter, and some common ones I'll probably save for tomorrow for our first class session. But I will also try to get back to you as soon as I can. Okay? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are staying safe, washing your hands, staying inside. It's going to be pretty hot here this week, so it might be a good time to stay inside in the air conditioning. Okay? We got 3 weeks to go. 3 weeks from tomorrow is when the exam is. So let's get going on this. Let's do our best here over the next few weeks. Let me know if you have any questions, and keep on taking care of yourself. All right? See you later, guys. Bye. I forgot one thing. Distance learning check-in. This is the very first Google form I sent you way back on like April 6th. I'm still only at 164 responses. That means 11 of you haven't done this yet. So please do this as soon as you can. It's posted here on Google Classroom under today's post. So get it done, please. Thanks. Bye.